Okay, first off, don't let the title fool you. I'm just trying to be quiet because it's past midnight. Okay, so first things first. I'm just gonna flip through the records so you can see what I got. I picked up 4 this time from a local secondhand store for $1 each. Just let you soak in the album covers here for a moment. I really like the cover of the Too Hot to Handle Heatwave, where the very record contained inside is melting. Fun fact, this clip where I'm showing the backs of the records is actually playing in reverse. And that back of the cover for Heatwave just has an essay on it. I'll tell you what that's about in a moment. The guy with the red pants has a really handsome smile. Perfect, okay. So, the first one I want to tell you about is my absolute favorite from the bunch, and that's the 25 years of Motown, 25 number 1 hits. It's kind of a hidden gem, if you ask me. A late compilation. The thing about it is, some of those early hits, especially on the A side there, like Please Mr. Postman, it's really hard to find those singles at a good price. And it's kind of nice to get them all at once. And of course they're all number 1 hits, but I don't think there's a single one on there that I hadn't heard before or that I didn't want. Like, I have 2 Marvin Gaye records. Neither of those are What's Going On, but that's on there. So that's kind of special. If we move on to the other Motown record I got, rather Gordy, one of the sister labels. DeBarge, or DeBarg, I don't know how to pronounce it. These guys were a mid-80s hit maker for Motown. And I kind of noticed when I was looking at the notes on the back, the whole A side is kind of written and produced by different people, and then the B side is all the DeBarge family. So they wrote and produced the B side. And 2 things that caught my eye is the lead single, which is like the last song on side B, is actually for a Berry Gordy movie. And Gordy is the guy who created Motown. And then on the A side, there's a song produced by Giorgio Moroder. It's kind of a big deal in early electronica music, or maybe you heard that one Daft Punk song about him. Heatwave I got because there's one, and I wish I could find his name, maybe I'll put text on the screen, one Discogs contributor who has a sample library, and one of the samples in his library came from Boogie Nights. So I thought it was just something nice to have. The whole thing on the backside of it kind of goes into how the UK had a disco scene before America, and how it's better, more or less. And then last but not least is Rusty Warren, the sex exponent. The deal with that record, or at least the reason why I got it, is because it's early 60s comedy, and she's one of the first female comedians to have sex as a main focus of her comedy. So some of the things she'll say is like totally tame by today's standards, but it's interesting to see how she pushed the boundaries back in the day. And I think the gem on this album will probably be the song about the pill. Thank you for joining me on the world's quietest vinyl pickups video. Be sure to like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I promise they won't all be like this.